Sophie Cunningham backs courageous, ralliers supporting her transgender athlete comments. Portland, or speaking for the first time since ralliers began assembling in support of her stance against transgender participation in women's sports. Indiana Fever guard Sophie Cunningham said this was an opportunity for the WNBA to uphold its values of diversity and inclusion. Cunningham called the ralliers bold and courageous before Friday night's game against the Portland Fire at the Moda Center, but said she didn't have any direct association with organizers of the rallies that have sprung up at the Fever's last two road games. Advertisement? I think it's people just practicing their rights of freedom of speech and doing what other fans have been doing since the WNBA has started, and so props to them, props to everyone who was able to be confident and be bold and courageous enough to speak their truths, Cunningham said Friday. She added, I think this is a great opportunity for the WNBA.
So why is everyone suddenly talking about GLP-1?
It's the hormone that helps control cravings, blood sugar, and appetite. Basically, it tells your brain you're full.
Most GLP-1 supplements out there are actually cinnamon or turmeric in a capsule,
Which don't actually support GLP-1.
Edavita GLP-1 is different. It's the first capsule with Akkermansia, a gut bacteria linked to GLP-1 release.
Plus berberine, green tea, grapeseed, hibiscus, and prebiotics to feed the good bacteria.
Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/7 to explore the details.
You know, they preach diversity and being inclusive. So, what a great opportunity for them to actually be that. A few dozen individuals gathered outside the arena Friday in support of Cunningham, who recently said keeping transgender athletes out of women's sports is common sense after ESPN published an article in which she originally shared her views. Counter-protesters were also present. This was the second time a rally gathered before a game, following a protest ahead of a Fever game in Seattle earlier this week. Organizers said similar events are scheduled for the Fever's upcoming road contests in Minneapolis and Chicago, and for when they return home to Indianapolis. Among those participating in the rally Friday night were high school and college athletes, a former Olympian road racer, and members of groups like Save Women's Sports and Democrats for an informed approach to gender. Many said they weren't basketball fans and didn't have tickets to Friday's game, but were mostly united behind Cunningham. A loud chorus of boos greeted Cunningham inside the arena when she checked into the game and resurfaced every time she touched the ball, with several fans waving transgender flags. Some fans held signs in support of her. Portland head coach Alex Sarama and Fever head coach Stephanie White both emphasized in pregame remarks that inclusivity is a core WNBA principle. They have our full support, Sarama said of Portland's transgender community. They're a very important part of what the values of the Portland Fire are. Advertisement White talked about the beauty of bringing diverse perspectives into a locker room and sports providing an opportunity for people to learn from one another. I don't ever believe that exclusion is an answer, White said. Cunningham said the activism following the Fever has not been a distraction. At the end of the day, I come in and I do my job, she said. I'm here to play basketball, but I'm also here to be me, and I'm not gonna shadow that or hide or dim my light just because maybe people don't agree with that. The ralliers seconded the sentiment that they were not taking attention away from Indiana's success on the court. If you follow Sophie Cunningham on social media, she is a big ham, said Amy Sousa, the organizer of Friday's event. She loves attention. We're not here to distract.